welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL, that's Vigilantes Radio Live, right here on iHeartRadio. And I'm your host, Dini. Our interviews are designed to go beyond music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings. You know, the ones who are out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. I want to welcome you guys to our special interview with the talented rap artist, Gino Lestat. Today we dive into the process behind his latest album, Louisiana Babies, where he showcases his unique style and determination to infuse rap with fun and creativity. So join us as we explore the stories and inspirations that have shaped his music in his quest to make you move, dance, and have a good time. With that, let's welcome Gino Lestat to the show. Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome.
What up, man?
What's happening? What's happening?
Shit, chilling, same thing, you know, trying to get it.
Yes, sir. Louisiana, man. I'm from Mississippi, so we practically cousins, especially if you're from New Orleans or Baton Rouge.
Yeah, Baton Rouge all day, but yeah, we right next door, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, before we get into the why you do music and how you do your music, we want to know about the who that's doing this awesome music. So give it to us, man, straight up. How did you discover your passion for making music?
Well, to be honest, you hit me with one of those right out of the gate, be honest or not, questions. And I'm, I always keep it real, so I'm gonna tell the truth. I grew up in a house to where I had one of those. My mother was the type of mother that you couldn't really say, too much, back to her that she didn't consider, as talking back. So it was kind of one of those situations to where you had to be, more of the type of person to hold your feelings in. And when I discovered rapping and, just poetry and stuff, that became, my outlet.
All right. For sure, man. You know what? You're right. Growing up in the South, there wasn't no talk back. It's like kids today got so many opinions and expressions and feelings. I'm like, yo, man, when I was growing up, I couldn't have any of that.
Nah, like, man, Twitter would have never made it in our era, like,
Facts, man, facts. So what was it about music that kind of gripped you, man, and said, hey, you need to make this stuff yourself?
Well, I used to, my daddy, my father, he was in the streets, when I was younger, and he used to always have me around with him. And the main thing, like, we would always be riding around, and he would, like, even when he would stop, he would play music all day. And he was the type of person that would listen to, R&B, blues, and rap. Like, one of his favorite artists was Tupac, and R. Kelly and Keith Sweat, so, and Sir Charles, So it was kind of a thing to where I ended up, connecting with him on a lot of songs. And then later on in life, not that long after, like probably 4 or 5 years after, he ended up getting murdered in front of me. And that, like, by him, that absence, that void that was left, like, somebody one day played a song, and it brought me back to the time when I was riding around with him, put me back in that type of mind frame. And just later on in life, like, even now, like, I would listen to some music that he would listen to back then, and I would understand, like, if he was listening to this song, then maybe, he might have felt this type of way, or, that type of way. So it always had me with a connection to him. And, like, all of that just, it kind of came together. And the first time I did a show, I was like 14. Like, they snuck us in this club in order to open up for these guys that was rapping, and this woman saw me and she was like, "Did your mother know you in here?" And I was like, "No, she wouldn't have told on me, you know." But we started performing, young, and we just stuck with it. I lost a lot of people, on the way, and but it's just something that I refuse to, quit.
Yes, sir. Man, that's a tragedy having, losing someone in your arms or in front of your face. Did that almost encourage you to stop rapping, stop music?
It was before I really had dove into music, and so music had became an outlet. Like, it became a way for me to connect with my father, even though he was gone, and I still have, that, connection to him, and to just hear, and to, possibly feel the way he might have been feeling at a certain moment. Like, you ever listen to a song, and you instantly go back to, oh man, I was in high school when I heard that, when I first heard it like that. Yeah, kind of like that, So music is more than just, lyrics, and sometimes it's a connection to it, kind of like a movie. When a certain movie come out, a good movie that you really like, you remember who you went and saw it with. It's kind of like that.
For sure. All right, man. In your album, Louisiana Babies, you aim to bring playfulness back to rap. How did you develop this vision?
Well, like, I always looked at music kind of as like a go-to space. Like, when I would go to the studio and, drop some music and stuff, it always made me feel, good after I left the studio. And I understand, when you make a gangster song, or you make, a song where you mad, you beefing with somebody or whatever, I understand, the feeling from that, but it's more to it, than just that. And you have a lot of people forget, that, man, there's love in music. There's, creativity in music. There's lyricism in music. It's more than just, so I can go and, spin this person blocking, or I got this type of weapon, and, all that, and I just feel like it's something that we should add to it. I mean, cartoons have, we all grew up watching cartoons and stuff. That's why I put cartoons in my videos and in my music, because it's a part of our lives. We all grew up, watching Looney Tunes and, stuff like that. So I feel like I would like to make my music, I look at every song as kind of like an adventure. And I would like to make my music as adventurous as possible and as creative as possible. Like, I don't want no limits on my music. I write all music. Like, I write rap, R&B, hooks, I write soft rock, punk rock, like, heavy metal, all that. Like, blues, hooks, all that. Like, music is just about tempo. At a certain tempo, you can turn any song into another type of song.
Yes, sir. And you know what makes you so unique, Gino? I had a chance to look at a few of your music videos, and
thank
you. Yeah. And what impressed me is that the angle that you're coming from. It's evident in your music videos, the life that you lived. It's evident where you came from. It's evident what you were used to. And I strongly believe that since you want to do things a little different by infusing cartoons, playfulness, it's kind of like, hey, I know we've been dealing in a lot of darkness for such a long time. Let's have a little sunshine, And I can appreciate that.
Dude, you hit the target on. I couldn't have said it no better. I couldn't have not. I couldn't. You said it directly. I couldn't have said it no better.
It's very evident, man. I can see it in your videos. Like, yo, man, even though it's gloomy and dark and where we're from the slums, the gutters, but hey, there's still sunshine. The sun is still shining. There's still opportunity. There's still a chance to do something different. So I appreciate you for even taking that challenge, because I know, man, it's a hard thing to do, because everybody's pushing, kill this, murk that, pull up on this.
Yeah, because that's kind of, all right, that's the easiest stuff to make. And I don't know if you make music, or if you know people that make music, but when you really first start making music, that's the first thing that you learn, you know, because that's what everybody want to hear. Yeah. And so everything else that come with it, you know, the sunny days, you know, the family time, you know, the hustling, whatever. That's you know, you crafting your skills and stepping beyond, you know, you just talking about you being able to go and shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I don't, you know, talk about that type of stuff because, you know, that's the type of life that we came from. Like, but I feel like I have kids and we all have kids and we're in a time right now to where they're not even thinking. Like when all you hear is shoot, 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 I mean, what can you expect? You know what I'm saying? I would like, with my music, man, I want people to think about dancing. You know what I'm saying? I want people to think about, oh, let's go, you know, have a good time. You know, let's get a drink. You know, my main perspective is not, hey, let's go and get somebody shot, you know, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have everybody dropping that, you know what I'm saying, and that's pretty much what's running the industry, I mean, I understand it. You know, and thank you for, you know, understanding what I'm trying to do, you know, and appreciating it because you have some people that, you know, won't understand it or gonna be like, hey, look, he's not, you know, he's trying to go another way, he's going against the grain or whatever. But my thing is, man, how can you honestly make a song that you know your son might go and listen to or your, you know, child might go and listen to or somebody might listen to and then they might hurt your child or they might hurt a friend of your child, or, you know, something like. And I'm not. I feel like everybody have their moments. Everybody make different types of music. You know, some people are just one-trick ponies. You know, that's just that's what they know how to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I step in there.
Absolutely, man. And you mentioned that you make all kind of music like rock, man.